Hello again, and welcome to another video about the website Artbreeder. In this video, I'm going to look at some users that have created portraits in particular that I thought would be useful for people looking to use portraits for fantasy-themed gaming, whether that be face-to-face tabletop role-playing gaming, or whether it be if you're creating a computer game, for example. Bear in mind that everything on Artbreeder is public domain, so you can use this stuff quite freely, as long as you don't try and pass it off as your own or sell it or something like that. So in order to look at a user, you just have to enter artbreeder.com/the name of the user. So let's start with the one that I'm already on, which is Elf Repository. As you might expect, this user has made a lot of elf-looking portraits. This is what their profile page looks like. You can just scroll down and have a look at things in the order in which they were made if you want to, but if you're looking for something in particular, you probably find it more efficient to search by tags. And the way you do that is you go under the block of 8 chosen portraits. You will see a bunch of text. We have images, which is the default, and then tags. If we click on tags, we see that we get things grouped by whatever tags the user or someone else has decided to add. In this case, they've got elf POC, which is obviously meant to be people of colour looking at the pictures. Obviously hair looks like it's people with sort of interesting coloured hair. Fae is the ones that look like fairies to the user, etc. Dark elves, merfolk, are sort of blue and green themed. This user also has a lot of monsters. So let's say we want to look at monsters. We'll click on that and we'll get all of the images with that tag by this user. So in this case, see something like that. But of course, given the name of the person, there's a lot of elves use a lot of good portraits that look like sort of fantasy elves. The next person I want to mention is shipwreck_Siren. And you might think, with a name like that, you might think they're probably going to have a lot of mermaid/siren looking people, and you would of course be right. They have that. They also have a lot of sort of green themed portraits that might be useful as wood elves or forest elves, or some sort of forest themed monster that takes on a sort of human form. Again, you'll find it easier going by tags. And so we have very similar setup there. This person's obviously got, that's the sort of woody, foresty looking category there that I was talking about. And so on and so on. All right, so let's look at someone else. There's 4 people in total I'm going to talk about today. This is, I'm not sure how you pronounce this, Zorae42, Z-O-R-A-E 42. I will link to all of these in the description. So this person caught my eye because they had what I thought were quite a lot of good dwarf looking characters. I used one of those two, I don't remember which one, or maybe both of them in a previous video, but And then finally, Strange Little Games is the name of this user. This one's probably got the widest variety of things, I would say. Let's look at their tags. Out of the 4 that I've mentioned, I mean. They have a lot of zombie or vampire looking creatures. Where's the vampires? I know there's a lot of vampires in this one. This is sort of monstrous looking people. Obviously they've been chosen for their what looks like sort of snake-like skin, I suppose, to her. That's right, she's got some goblins as well. I don't like her dwarves as much as the previous user, if I'm honest. If we keep scrolling, there we go, there's the vampires. So that's all I wanted to do in this video, just give you those 4 users and also explain how to get to them. Once again, it's just artbreeder.com/ the name of the user. You can also click on any username if you see something that you like. So let's say that I'm browsing here and I think that this guy is particularly good. I can click on Ella Green and there's everything she's done. The other way I can do it is just in the browsing window. It will have the username, so I can just click on the username directly and that takes me to the same place. So I hope that's helpful. Artbreeder is a really good resource if you're after portraits in particular, and I think perhaps especially if you're interested in sort of fantasy type characters. So I hope that's been of some use to you, and I will see you next time.